Hello and welcome. This is Alchemistexe with the weekly update. This is the second week of the Shield Hero collab, and we have a new unit Raphtalia, as well as a new memento for the unit Emma. And speaking of, she is available for free via the challenge board, as you can see here. And she has a job plus for Diviner, which is great because Diviners can be very, very useful, and then having a job plus on a good class is always a good thing. Especially because she tailors it to her element really well. Her AoE fire attack that scales off luck can absolutely fry wind units. And then you can always do max flash wind speed shenanigans as well. So I definitely think Emma is a good unit to have. So if you do not have her built up, this is a good opportunity, as her job plus event is also rerunning, as well as a ton of other job pluses are rerunning as well. So let's take a look at that real quick before we go on to collab stuff. So there's a lot. I saw like several characters all with job pluses that you can get. Some of them end up in the event archives anyway, but some of them don't. So if you're ever missing something, I always recommend checking on it. But yeah, the Mech Girls one is for Daisy. The Savage Sea Warriors for Gormalaz. The Wonderful Summer for Dorothea. That's a pretty good one, and it just got upgraded recently as well. So she can be a very handy unit to have, especially for fire res down. Let's see. Savage Sea Warriors Dilga, although not a lot of people are probably going to use him because his class is so old. Blood Wolf will get you Zeke and then Anastasia's job plus. Crystal Shot for Mieliki, Jin for Return to the Underworld, Sound of the Bells for Karis, and then you can get Alma shards and Rebecca shards for free via the last one there. So that's a lot. So if you are missing any job plus, like, this is a good time to play catch up, because there's actually not a whole lot else going on this week. There is a new level for Raphtalia's gear. In my opinion, a lot easier than the one for Naofumi. Like, designed with the unit in mind, but since Raphtalia is just really, really good and not as unique, it's an easier level. There's also this fierce battle. I recommend doing all of the levels once for the gems, and then after that, if you're able to complete the hell level, keep doing it until you can get at least enough coins for one relief. An easy way to get a memento relief. But yeah, as far as maps go, that is pretty much it. I imagine that a lot of people are going to want to farm just like basic materials, because some of that stuff is doubled as well this week. And then a few units, one in particular that I'd been waiting for a long time, got Enlightenment. Like, some of them just got their Gate 6s, and then one of them, the one I'm thinking of, Noah, got like Enlightenment in general, which she didn't have at all, and she's one of the few fire elemented people with Professor. So that can be really useful. She's also got a unique battle mage job, but I usually used her for the Veil. But Rebecca and Emma having Gate 6 is really nice because they have the HP scaling skill on Diviners. So, like, with a little magic res down, that can do a lot of damage, and it can be really spammable. Who else would really want it? Teona, for sure. So yeah, there's a lot that you could do just on a basic grindy level. I imagine that the raid for Shield Hero is going to be coming soon, so this will be kind of a nice week to just take it slow and easy before, you have to just full on put your nose to the grindstone for that. So yeah, that is pretty much it for the content. So let's move on to the banners, and I'll talk a little bit more about Raphtalia's availability, because there was something of a curveball, but we'll get to that. And here we are at the banner. So first up, there is a paid summon for Holiday Mementos, where you get one guaranteed and a relief to go along with it based on the region. Not terrible if you really want one of these. The only one I'd consider really a dud would be Klima's. Kagura's one would be maybe of limited usefulness as well. The VCR is really good on it, though. Everything else is definitely not bad. It either gives you a great memento, or at the very least a pretty good relief. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. If you're like pretty cautious with how you spend your paid gems. You might want to wait until New Year's or the weekend, because they might pop something else out. I know that didn't work out that well for Christmas. Like, they did pop something out, it just wasn't very good. So that could happen again. I don't know. I don't plan on doing this one, so that's that. So next up, let's talk about Raphtalia for a second. So first off, don't do this one. It sucks. And then second off, this banner was not expected. At least I don't believe it was, because from what I had heard, that in Japan, they only had the bad banner. And so the most viable way of getting Raphtalia was via transmuting. Now you have the option of doing this, although you don't get her until step 9. So that is, it's not terrible. It's much better than the alternative way if you wanted to pull her. But transmuting is still very viable because of all the shards we get for free, so you don't need to buy as many from the Louis shop as you normally would. So that could easily end up being cheaper than this option. If you have the gems to burn and you just don't want to give away 150 shards like that, then yeah, that makes sense. But if you really, really want to save gems, you might save some more by transmuting her. But otherwise, this is definitely not bad. It's nice to have a guarantee, especially one that we didn't expect. Alright, then after that, we've got a Enlightenment, Limit Break. These are fairly common. Very good if you're free to play, especially if you haven't used your discount tickets, which, by the way, use them. This is the last week to do so. So yeah, discounted steps, not bad. Nothing, too great in particular, but there's potential because of such a wide net. After that is a banner I don't think anybody but maybe the newest of players really would care about. While I do like all 4 of these units, they're 3 times a day farmable, so I don't think it's worth the gems. Then after that, we've got a 9-step for New Year's Mementos. These are all pretty good. So if you really want I assume Emma would be the big one here because it's new. And also, I looked it over on the database, and it seems like the Memento itself is okay, pretty good, but the VCR is awesome. So I will say that, it gives a ton of HP, almost as much HP as the Tamamo Raincoat, and has a cool shield ability as well. So that's super cool. I could see it's really good for Emma in particular because all that HP can lend itself to max flash wind speed, and then you can have low HP but then be protected by shield, so you can live long enough to actually do a ton of damage with max flash wind speed. So I think it's cool. I'm not really going to gun for it myself, but I can see why some people would like it. Then after that, we've got kind of a rerun type banner because none of these are new. It's just Alma and Rebecca stuff. We, a long time ago, got the Alma Summer one for free. And then I figure most people that would have wanted the regular Alma Memento would have gotten it. I got it via 5-step with a selector at the end. And then I've ended up accidentally getting the Rebecca one a bunch of times. It is really good on her. So I guess those 3 Mementos are pretty good, but it seems like the timing is kind of weird. But oh well. And then after that, everything else is old. So that Memento one is going to be around for a bit. So if you're still on the fence, like I am, about whether to get it or not, I'm getting progressively tilting more and more towards wanting to get it. So if I am going to use my discount, I'm either going to use my discount ticket on this or the Enlightenment Limit Break, because then I should be able to apply, another one to it later if I wanted to go that path. But that one's not going anywhere anytime soon, so don't worry about it. So yeah, all in all, not too bad. That Raphtalia thing especially is pretty nuts. Because I thought everyone was going to have to transmute her. So yeah, right. Not really related to the banners at all, but I did end up getting Naofumi. I got him off of the banner, pulled him on step 4, did step 5 for the extra 100 shards, and now he is decently built. I'm going to wait a little bit before I do my review on him because I still have more shards to collect from the quest and that kind of thing. But I already really, really like him, and he's really fun to use. I think Dark needs more people that can do fun things. So yeah, with that, I think I'm going to sign out. And I wish you guys good luck on your summons, and I will see you all next time.